message into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to our official Universe Madness live stream. We come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and as usual, I'm joined by my co-host with the most and fellow team member, LA. LA, how are you?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Thursday live stream.
Yeah, no doubt, and this one's gonna be awesome. Oh man, I'm so excited for tonight's live stream. We have some incredible behind the scenes footage of the motion capture stunt team and some alpha as usual on the next steps for GG. Man, it's finally starting to come together. We said all along this is gonna be a long journey together. But every single week we're putting together more and more dominoes to get knocked over as we are building, and eventually we'll have a full mainstream release. So, all right, before we jump into all that, though, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us get the word out. We've had a lot more engagement on our Twitter or X now. A shout out to all the ambassadors as well that have been helping with that. We'll talk about our ambassadors a little bit later in the show. But all of you that attend and are part of the community or listening to the live stream, it's really important that you help us spread the word and get more eyeballs on Reverse Madness. So yeah, Ella, anything you want to add before we kick things off?
Oh, I'm just so excited to unveil some of the things that we've seen over the last few days and this amazing progress.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a lot of cool stuff. Again, that's what happens when in development in general, and especially game development. There's a lot of hard work, and then once all that hard work finally comes together in an epic 2 minute montage. So again, we're building all the infrastructure to have an incredible game, and we're finally able to show more and more as we go through this. So all right, I have a killer video. I'm gonna make you guys wait a little bit longer for the motion capture footage, but I do just want to go and show the deadly duel mechanism that we went over on the last AMA. And give me a second here. All right, hopefully y'all can see my screen. Let me pull up this. So we shared this on the last AMA, but let me go through it. All right. Hopefully, y'all can see this. So this was the original unveiling of our deadly duel mechanism. So this is the actual PvP portion of the game, and we'll explain a little bit more about how this works later on. We had a great question from one of our ambassadors, actually, but the overall idea is that when you're battling your opponent with the actual cards of the game, you are able to attack the cards, or you're able to attack your character. And the character has a life bar throughout the entire battle. And there will be different things that trigger this duel mode, dueling mode, where whether your main character's health goes below a certain level, or maybe there's like a little side quest, that says play, 5 demon cards to trigger the deadly duel. So there'll be a kind of a mini game within the game to trigger this mode. And then once you trigger this mode, that is when the cards will disappear, fly away from the screen, and you go into this PvP battle. And as we said before, it's based on the rock, paper, scissors mechanism where you and your opponent choose, you can't see what your opponent chooses and they can't see what you choose, but you choose attack, feign, or block, or strike. Again, these will be a little more refined when we're ready. But and then depending on the outcome of that, you either win or lose that matchup, and then that will deal damage. If you win multiple rounds in a row, so again, say in rock paper scissors, you're playing your friend and you get rock and they do scissors 4 times in a row, where you beat them 4 times in a row, you trigger a multiplier, and that is what you're seeing here with the 2x, the 4x, and then ultimately the 8x multiplier, which will deal massive damage to your opponent. And if you're able to combine all of these things at once, it could be the ultimate kill shot. And once you do kill your opponent, we will have, again, for those of them who are maybe familiar with Mortal Kombat or other games, we have a finishing move, and that finishing move is called the execution, and that will be a very unique animation that shows you killing your opponent in different ways. And again, this game can be a bit brutal. I mean, we're not, even though it's wizards and witches, we are going for a little bit more of a mature audience. So some of the executions can be quite brutal, but that helps, the engagement and feeling like you really accomplished something when you do finally win. And you'll see some examples of those with the real live actors I'm about to show in a minute. But I showed this. This is again all the spells and striking, but I also wanted to show a new piece of footage that is the blocking mechanism. So hang on one sec. All right, let me see if it loads. Hang on. Oh, no, I don't think it loaded. Hang on. Sorry, bear with me here. All right, it's in a different media player. Even better. Okay. All right, so I don't have this set up to rotate, but this will be the animation of the reflect or block mechanism. So if you end up losing your rock, paper, scissors mechanic, or maybe you win, but you're on the defense rather than the offense, you can actually repel the magic back to your opponent. So let's take a look. There you go. He catches it and sends it right back. So again, this will be a dynamic, way to play. And as you can also see, when that happens, you then change whose turn it is. So again, if you go first, but you're able to successfully, counter the attack, then it becomes your opponent's turn to pick first. So yeah. So again, those are all different kind of mechanisms that we have in play. So all right, awesome. I'll play it one more time. And again, this is all low resolution. All of this in the final result will be extremely polished. But this is just to illustrate the different mechanisms. All right, awesome. Now let me go ahead and pull up. So I mentioned that all of this again was in preparation for a real motion capture team to work on this video. And what motion capture is a way that the animators are able to capture the real physical motion of real humans and import that into the actual rigging of the animation. So it makes it extremely realistic when you implement motion capture. So it feels like they're real people and not just animated characters. So, all right, without further ado, let's take a look at our behind the scenes footage of our motion capture. All right, there you have it. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna go through it bit by bit here too, and we'll play it one more time. But
It's so awesome
yeah,
seeing the
yeah,
actual behind the scenes of creating a game of this caliber. I, I
totally.
I can speak for myself at least with when we got started on this project, I had no idea what would be involved, and there's so many different processes, but it's amazing to be able to let the community in on all of these different steps and behind the scenes looks.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, this is a real Hollywood level production that is going into this game. I mean, you can see that there is no smoke and mirrors. This is actually happening, and it makes this game something special. So again, I'm gonna play it one more time, and then we'll go bit by bit. I want to highlight some things here. You might recognize her from some of the preliminary footage, one of the actresses. I love it. All right, let me pause and I'll just go bit by bit. But again, this is a Hollywood level production. This is their motion capture studio in Thailand, part of the again development studio that we're working with. Full stunt team. And all right, so if you look at this again, the way motion capture works, there's these little reflective dots all over the actor's body, and that is then captured by those videos on or the cameras rather that are spread out around the outside of the room, and then that is digitally imprinted as a an animation within the computer. So it's a way again to rig. They call it rigging the actual skeleton and all the way down to even facial expressions of these actors and actresses that then translate into the characters. So again, there's a better look at that. Um, Full scale team. Let me keep going here. There you go. You may recognize her from one of the demo videos we released. Again, the full team. I was trying to show. So again, they have this whole setup right here. There you go. So you can see again, it captures the different dots that are on their um, outfits, and then that creates this 3D model within the computer in real time. And then the animators are then able to fine tune that, and obviously add the different skin tones and different outfits. But this is really what high level production uses to get the realism that you need in a game like this. So, all right, super bullish on that. Let me keep going here. Actually, I'm just gonna play and pause. All right, so this is a great example. Again, this will be one of the potential finishing moves or emotes. Look at that. This is amazing. Again, this is the amount of skill that goes into this. They literally had a wiring harness where they lifted him up to pretend to choke. That the spell is making him choke. Again, this would be a finishing move. But I mean, it's like Cirque du Soleil level here. It's crazy. So, all right, let me keep going. Again, more finishing moves. That one right there. So let me just back this up. I've actually seen this finishing move again from the animators, and it's so cool to see them reenact it with the actual real life models. It's basically a spell, a finishing move that drags your opponent's face into the ground and kills them. Uh, That's it in real time. So, and there you go, Julius, our art director and founder, right there on the right, even getting involved, showing them how to use the wand. And then again, another finishing move. And again, there's a great idle stance. There you go. All right. So,
This
all
is
right.
just so damn cool.
Yeah, like everything with the director's cut with all the audio too. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, again, people that say, are you guys really building this game? I mean, you can't argue with that, right, LA? Holy cow.
Yeah, absolutely. I only wish to be able to be there and see it in person. It's amazing.
For sure. So we have a lot of amazing stuff. And again, this is just a testament to the caliber that we are putting into this. So, all right, that is the alpha I have for the evening. Hopefully, it was enough to whet your appetite. We don't have any new cards to share yet, but I do want to share a really, really cool idea that we're working on. I think I might have mentioned it on the last AMA, but we're preparing for our first card pack sale, and we're working on a way to show all of you the new cards in a very engaging manner. And we're thinking about putting together an advent calendar. So those of you that might remember, as you were a kid, opening the different days of the we're leading up to Christmas, or now in our adult lives, have beer and liquor advent calendars. But basically, a way to unveil new cards every 24 hours over the next month as we prepare for our card pack sale. So again, that's another really cool way that we're trying to level up the engagement. And we're working on that right now. So again, super alpha. I don't have anything to share, but that is what we're working on as we speak. LA, I know you've been in the loop on that, but I think it would be a great way to show everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we have a whole ton of cards that we're going to be revealing, and we want to do it in a really dynamic, exciting way. So,
Totally. So again, all those will be coming soon, and get you excited to actually start buying cards that can be used in the game. Um, uh, and we have so much going on. I want to be careful what I say or not say. I know a lot of you have been asking for an updated roadmap on what is actually being done. We are still waiting on that from the game studio. Again, this last week, they were focused on the motion capture and coordinating all that. They had people, in town from all over Thailand. But so again, we'll have that soon. And then some other, updates as well. We have a big move coming, and I don't want to elaborate too much on what that means. I know that we said that, we have been in talk with some foundations on where we're actually going to build. Uh, 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 Universe Madness, and obviously right now even Grim Gold, was multi-chain, being on ETH and then coming to BNB, but the goal is to have GG be multi-chain in the future as well. So I don't want to spill the beans too soon, but we have some really big announcements coming on the next AMA. I think we'll finally be able to unveil number one, the chain that we're going to be building on, and number two, some other incredible support on where GG will have a new home. So again, super exciting stuff. And if you're sleeping on GG, I don't know what to tell you, but we have a lot of momentum coming over the next few months for sure. So, all right, Ellie, that really wraps up all of my notes. I know I would love to hear a little bit more about the ambassadors. They've been killing it, and some safety updates.
Yes, the ambassadors are doing an incredible job. If you don't know, we have an amazing group of ambassadors who are spreading the word about HVM. They receive a rewards packet every month, and they also get, first look at all of these things that you see on Thursdays. They get to see all the alpha and hear all the details a little bit early. They get early access to things, but they are doing an amazing job reaching out to new communities, to influencers, to spread the word about HVM. And it only keeps getting better month after month. So we will be accepting new ambassadors for next month, May. And in the coming weeks, we'll be posting the link to the applications again. Safety wise, I've received some messages in the last week asking if, one of AJ or I messaged them something. Just keep in mind, we will never randomly DM you. On Telegram, all of our chat bubbles are labeled with team member. On Discord, if you click on our profile from within the group, we have team member labels, and we'll never ask you for your seed phrase or to connect to some random site through your DM with us. We won't reach out to you randomly, and there is only one official group, which you can find linked through our website and our staking page. And so please just make sure to be extra careful that you are getting all your important information via pinned announcements. And if you ever need to reach out to one of us, you can click on our name directly from our announcements to make sure you're not clicking on a copycat's link. Always make sure to have a hardware wallet. And if you ever are worried about something or have any fear about it, please open a ticket in our Discord and ask us, and we're happy to walk you through anything.
I love it. Absolutely, LA. Again, we do our best to educate everyone. Unfortunately, scammers are everywhere, and they're always looking to try to steal your hard-earned crypto. So don't ever fall for any scams. If you do feel uncomfortable, the best thing to do is to do nothing. So again, wait for an AMA or reach out on official socials. We're always happy to help, but we will absolutely never ask you to connect to a random website or Discord channel, opening up, fake tickets, ticket to, support tickets, any of that. And also, one last thing about safety, I mentioned, there may be some additional movement on GG. Please don't ever fall scam to buying fake tokens as well. All the official GG tokens and ticket tokens you earn from staking, all those contract addresses are in our socials and documents. Those are the only official contract addresses. So don't buy other tokens. And remember, the majority of the LP or the liquidity on GG is on DexSwap. So make sure that you're using DexSwap to buy GG. And again, get ready for some upcoming news that I think all of you will be excited for. So, all right. Ella, do we have any questions? I'm gonna go and highlight a few here. I see Philly Trades in the house. Shout out to you. He says, "Okay, wow, this motion capture video work is really awesome. Now we can see the link to the game movements. Totally, yeah, brother, 100%. I mean, again, a lot of this is animations that we have already kind of teased, and then they get refined through the actors and doing this in real time, and it really adds a whole nother level of realism to the game as well. So yeah, I'm super stoked about this. I mean, we said this all along that this will be built and come out as a AAA studio. I mean, I don't know any other indie development studios, regardless of where they are in the world, that are utilizing motion capture technology in their games. I mean, this is like a big budget blockbuster Netflix, you know, top 500 companies hire people to do this, not traditionally, card games. So if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what else to say. But it's really exciting, and this is just one aspect. I mean, there's so many things that we go above and beyond to do in the game, and Julius, our founder, he is putting together a more detailed video of some of the motion capture, the release of our environmental design, utilizing all the newest technology with the help of AI to build some incredible scenes. All that will be coming out as well. Literally, the video I just showed you was just something we put together from his cell phone footage. So we'll have a lot more coming in the next few weeks for sure. So, all right, thanks, Philly. And one more shout out to uh, the one and only Degenerate Passive Income. Ryan, how are you, brother? Glad to see you here. I said I had no clue it was actual actors making this game. I know there's some AI, but wow, this is bullish as fuck. Yeah, 100%, man. We obviously we use AI technology to help us animate some of the cards, to do a lot of the um, concept art, but the actual game itself, especially the PvP version, is human beings, motion capture, real artists that are animating these, building the rigging, the skeleton structure, then the musculature, then the outfits. I mean, all of that is done by hand with zero AI involved. So again, we have been very upfront about AI, and we definitely use AI to help us, but this is going to be a fully featured, customized, built from the ground up game experience for sure. So, all right, awesome.
Love it. Awesome. We have a couple questions. Mega Buddy asks, will this work with low-end graphics card?
Yeah, absolutely, everybody. So that should be something you can change in your settings. Again, we design it with the lowest common denominator, but then building it now for the future. So even to the point where we're even accounting for mobile friendly design. So again, that's a player by player basis. It's a simple settings issue or setting. There you go. Say that 10 times fast, right? But yeah, no, it should be playable with even some of the most basic gaming computers nowadays. Honestly, by the time this game is out, AI and Nvidia and all these companies are building gaming processors in little tiny notebooks. So you should have no problem running the game. It's nothing too crazy for sure.
Awesome. Degenerate Passive Income says, when card pack? I got my
We
card ready.
I love it, man. Yeah, bro. So again, a tentative timeline is about 2 more months. So it may be a little bit sooner, it may be a little bit after. The next month or so will be, like I said, a lead up both in marketing and community based, unveiling some of the cards that we have. Again, building out all the infrastructure, getting people excited. We'll have a whole new trailer for the card pack release itself, and then the leading up to the card pack. So we're looking at sometime this summer. Again, give or take a few weeks. We get in trouble every time we put a deadline, but once we finally do announce a hard date, you can 100% rely on that date, and we'll have all the info you need in terms of pricing and availability. We're working on a cool incentive for some leaderboards. The more packs you buy, the more incentives you get. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming for that. And again, it will be a catalyst event for GG, the token itself. So not only will you be buying packs with GG, but even if you use other currency, ETH or stable token, that will be direct support to the GG token under the hood for sure. So cool. All right.
Awesome. Another one here from Philly Trades. Any thoughts on possibly tracking minter rewards for cards? I know another project has a small percentage of royalty fees from sales that go to the original minter of the card forever. Thought that was a cool idea.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So I love this. We're always thinking about different ways to incentivize people. Obviously, we really want the secondary market to be um powerful. What rather than a percentage of royalties, because again, it can get we as a company are minting the original card, so it adds a whole nother layer of complexity if we let others mint the cards. That's usually something you see in more of a play to earn type game, where again there's a lot less involved from the economic standpoint. But to answer the question though, we will absolutely be giving incentives to the secondary market. So rather than doing like a small royalty fee, we do it in the way with tickets. So again, by staking GG, you get tickets, and those tickets will then let you mint the uber rare cards. So ultimately, it's even this idea on steroids because those cards will be extremely limited, and you're not getting a royalty fee, but you're getting the card for essentially free because you're using the tickets to buy the card. So, and some of those cards from the carnival shop could literally be tens of thousands of dollars. So, those that's why it's so important to stake GG and earn tickets, because again, that is the number one way to get these super rare cards that could have massive value on the secondary market. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. But a great point, and yeah, I mean anything we can do to give value back to the players, and ultimately when the card packs sell out and we mint out of all the first edition, then some of those cards, the only way to get them is to buy them from other players. So again, the secondary market will be super super healthy as we continue to develop.
Love it. And yes, let's definitely highlight what he wrote above. If you're not an ambassador, doesn't mean you can't get out there and spread the word now. We have a real deal project here that is way undervalued.
I love it. Absolutely, Philly. Yeah, again, shout out to you. Philly Trades was one of our community members and influencers that helped in the initial raise and has been really going above and beyond to really continue to support us throughout the year. Again, I think people get a little frustrated that it's been, a year or whatever, going to be a year. But we've always said that, and it wasn't something that just get rich overnight. We have to, actually build the game, and it is a long hold, but those that are able to stack their GG, they stake, they get more GG, they get tickets, they build their bags while we build the game. Those are the people that are going to crush it when this all is finally live. So again, not financial advice, and everybody can do whatever they want. That's the beauty of crypto. But we're definitely really starting to ramp up the momentum. Cool.
Amazing. Can't wait to see the flow of Web 2 users coming into Web 3. HVM building that bridge. Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no doubt. And again, that's also part of our ethos. Although we are a Web3 game, we will have an entire division and devotion to onboarding Web2 users. And the way that we have this game built and the connections we already have through distribution channels, it's going to be really exciting because those that want to own their own assets and participate on the Web3 side are able to, but those that just want a more casual experience and just want to be a gamer and buy the game on Steam and play it and don't care about owning their assets, we have options for both. And the ultimate goal is that we actually teach those Web 2 users why Web 3 is so powerful. And it's not about, being a game that you play to earn a living. It's about having a game where you own the assets. And that is the fundamental difference between Web 2 and Web 3. And, when there comes a day that you don't want to play the game anymore, you want to move on, you're able to sell your assets to other players. And the cycle continues rather than, the big corporations just getting all that money and never being able to give it back to the players. I mean, again, it's your hard-earned money in the game, and you should be able to own the assets that you have in the game. And that's what I love about Web3, and what we will continue to teach and promote through our ecosystem. Cool. All right, I think that is it.
Love it. Amazing. We do not currently have an Honor versus Madness email list yet, but there is an AMA questions tab on our Discord. That's the best place right now to ask them.
Yeah, 100%. Anybody has other questions, join our Discord. Like Ella said, we have a dedicated channel for that. Or you can message us on Twitter or X. I always call it Twitter. On X for questions for the next live stream, or even just comment on the YouTube video or any of the recordings, and we'll go back through and look at some of the old comments from last week to address any of those. So if you don't use Discord or Telegram, you can go through X or YouTube. So, all right, awesome. Well, LA, I think that'll wrap it up. That was one of the longer AMAs we've had. Again, we're getting more and more to cover every week. Before you know, we'll be doing hour-long AMAs here as well. But yeah, super, super exciting times. Lots of things happening behind the scenes. And hopefully by next week, we'll be able to share some of the first cards and the advent calendar idea to start unveiling these as we go. So, all right. Anything else you want to add? Go ahead.
Thank you guys for being here. We love your questions and comments, and it's always great seeing you. We look forward to seeing you next week at the same time.
All right, there you have it, everybody. My co-host with the most and fellow team member, LA, and we come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. If I can hit the button here, that is our official AMA. And please invite other members to the AMA. We're going to be doing a big push on our socials to encourage people to start showing up for these AMAs. I mean, what other crypto focused project other than EMP, our flagship protocol, are you getting direct access to the team members and people building the game literally every week? So the answer is very few. So again, feel free to join us. The AMAs will always be where we drop the first bit of alpha. We're always available to talk and answer any questions. And honestly, it's a way that you can be part of bringing this game to life. So again, as a gamer myself, that sort of opportunity is unheard of, and I'm so happy that we're able to do this. So all right, much love to all of you. Again, join us next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us get the word out. And have a great weekend. We'll talk soon, everybody. Good night. Good day. See you soon.
We're witnessing the future of gameplay right before our eyes.
I think this might be the biggest thing in 24, coming into 25.
We want to push the boundaries a bit of what trading card games can be and build something where the player really feels like they're stepping inside the huge fantasy world.
There's so much more magic ahead.